Good Friday morning, everyone. This is Mary Elizabeth with Sacred Love Tarot. Thank you so very much for turning up and tuning in. This is your collective general energy reading for today, Friday, June the 21st, 2024. If you'd like to offer a blessing, donation for this channel or reading, I lost my train of thought there for a minute. You ever do that? You ever be in the middle of a conversation and just go blank? If you would like to leave an offering or donation for this channel or this reading, you can do so through PayPal or Cashapp, and those links are in the description below. So let's see what our energy is for this beautiful Friday, June the 21st, 2024. Here we go. Remember, this is a collective general energy reading, and the most important part of this reading is you. So here we go. Let's see what is up here. Oh my goodness, we have the Ten of Cups, we have the Strength card. My things are always crooked. Isn't that weird? You know, I was talking to someone the other day. I was watching this video about how to hang a picture on a wall, and they put a piece of tape behind the picture and they drilled holes into it, peeled off the tape, put the tape on the wall, and then hung the nails and then hung the picture, and it's supposed to be straight. No one used a level. I cannot draw a straight line. I cannot lay a piece of tape in a straight line. I thought, well, that doesn't help me. That's no good for me. I can't do anything in a straight line, but barely drive in a straight line. Okay, so we have the Ten of Cups, the Strength, and the Four of Wands. So what the Strength card is telling me is that it has taken a lot of strength and a lot of courage here to create your idea of what the perfect family life is, right? Yesterday we had the Lovers, and then we had it all go to heck in a handbasket. So today this energy reading is almost it almost feels like we're trying to make it work, right? Regardless of whatever that deception was, regardless of, you know, whatever that lie was or that cheat was or that deception was, we're trying to make it work. So this is you tapping into your strength and your courage and using that energy to try to create this happy, fulfilled, emotionally fulfilled, nurturing, abundant life. And there is a celebration here. So maybe perhaps you do. Maybe perhaps whatever happened in that particular relationship wasn't so bad as to have you say, I wash my hands of this, I'm done. Perhaps you were so passionate about whomever this person is and so forgiving that you made it work. And now we're at this wonderful celebration to where we're tapping into our creative energy and our power and our intuition, our connection to the divine. The Four of Wands is a celebration of stability and balance. The Four of Wands is a celebration of love. Could be a celebration of marriage or an engagement or a birth announcement, but it is most definitely a celebration. So perhaps maybe you are the kindest, forgivingest person, and you are the type of person that says, once we're in it, and whatever happens, we're able to work through it, right? And so there is this transition into a more solid, stable, understanding, beautiful, peaceful, loving, emotionally prosperous relationship. And it's to be celebrated. You know, there are people who try and 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 try, and it just doesn't work out. There are also people who try and try and try and who give it everything that they have until it does. You have the people who say, that's all I can take and I can't take no more. I'm done and I wash my hands of it. And there are people who will fight with every fiber of their being to make sure that the relationship works. But I just want to say this: unless a person desires to change, there's no way that you're going to do it. There's no way you're going to change someone unless their desire to change is their desire to change. I am very open about the relationships that I have been in with in the past with you guys, and there have been relationships where I was in the relationship hoping that everything that I could possibly do to make it work, to hopefully make it change, changing myself, changing my wants, changing my needs, changing my desires, sacrificing my happiness, sacrificing everything that I wanted, needed, and desired, and hoping that they would change, that they would be that person, that they would step up It never happened. And I was the one that paid for it each and every time. So remember that. So we're working on it. You know, we're coming from a logical perspective. What can I do to make this work? What can I do to bring a sense of stability and balance? So there's plan making here. We're making plans. You know, we're in this place of recognizing that life happens, shit happens, and sometimes people fall down, sometimes people get tripped up, sometimes people make mistakes, sometimes people use, you know, the bad judgment, and shit like that happens. And you just have to remember that, and this is the logic we're putting in it, you have to remember that life is life, and life is to be loved, and life is to be lived. And yes, we'll go through trials and tribulations, but we'll also go through times of happiness and times of joy and times of birth and times of rebirth and times of playfulness and times of love and sensuality and passion. And together we will plant those seeds, and we will create the family that we want, regardless of what has happened. Regardless of what has happened. So at the end of yesterday's reading, we had the card of forgiveness. And perhaps that last card of forgiveness talked about forgiving and then moving forward on with the relationship, regardless of someone's past discretions, and mustering up that strength and that courage to move forward, and making plans to talk about it and to share feelings, maybe even go into counseling. But we are going to make it work. We are in this place. We are in the space, in this place together. We are here to live life and to create, to live life to the fullest, to create something of substance here, to create a family, to create love, to create abundance and balance and stability and opportunity. And we're going to celebrate it every step of the way. And anytime there is a mistake or a mishap, we are going to deal with it together. And that is that. So we have, you know, the Empress, the mother, the goddess, the planter of the seeds, the divine one, and she in her own right is here to say, I am divinely guided too. I am loyal to this. I am loyal to this relationship. I am loyal to making this work. I am the mother of the babies that we're having here. I have planted the seeds to manifest this relationship, and I can't turn back on that because of someone's past discretions or because of a mistake that they have made. So she's looking at it, or coming from it, or y'all are looking at it and coming from it from a logical perspective, right? If you stood before God in a church, took vows for better or for worse, yada yada, then you do what you have to do to fight for what you want. And you muster through the pain and the hurt and, you know, whatever ramifications come from the lies, the deception, the stealing, the cheating, you know. And some people are big like that. I am not one. I am not one. I'm not big like that. When I was younger, I was that person. I would have changed my whole life for someone. And I did. And I got the worst end of it every single time. At the age of 52, it's a fuck around and find out moment. There's no way. Absolutely not. No. I have a plan. I want to live my life. I want to enjoy it. I want to love. I want to buy a house. I am in the process of still healing from shit that happened to me 30 years ago. I've got no time to put more of that type of shit on my plate. No. There are no plates for that type of shit anymore. So there are some people who stick by that conviction, you know, of I'm going to do whatever it is that I have to do to make it work. I'm going to change my plans. I'm going to put my life on hold. I'm going to, you know, fight the fight, because that's the vow that I took, you know, and I took that vow a long time ago, and I'll let that lie. So let's see what our spellcasting oracle has for us today. All right, we are inspired there's inspiration here. So the inspiration, I kind of feel the inspiration, the magic, the spark, whatever that is that you are feeling, that need, desire to make it work. I kind of feel that is that you have received that inspiration from someone else, right? Perhaps it's a family thing, right? Perhaps maybe in your family or where you come from, you make it work. You don't back out just because something. So anyway, you're inspired. There's an inspiration here. Also, animals are your spirit guides, so be on the lookout for those. Wolves, owls, cats, doves, butterflies, dragonflies. And there's a life purpose here. So whatever is going on, whatever is inspiring you, whatever is creating this sense of loyalty here, the sense of making it work, the sense of tapping into that strength and courage and doing what needs to be done to make it work, it's inspiring. And it's just not inspiring for you. It's inspiring for others who feel that in their relationships, there's nothing left, right? I can't do this anymore. There's nothing left. I've tried. And when they see that there are people who make it work, even though it is as bad as it is, they too try to stick it out. They too try to fix it. They too try to, make it work. So we have give love. And we also have affirmation of healing. So I think how you make it work is that when there is pain in your life, you heal from it immediately. You work on it immediately. You don't let that fester. You work on the healing. You meditate. You meditate. You say your affirmations. You visualize. You pray on it, whatever it is that you do. But you take a moment to heal from it and then release it. You don't hold grudges. You don't hold the past. You don't hate. You don't resent. You know that this is a unit. You know that this is a commitment. So, you do what needs to be done. And this could be in friendships, personal relationships, family dynamics. You are there. You are there to make it work. And giving love, offering love, is how you do that. And we also have earth magic. So getting out in nature, communing with the animals, communing with what inspires you, communing with your angels and guides, your crystals. We have the full moon here, the full moon here, the full moon here. I think that a full moon here. So this is allowing spirit to guide you, stepping into your divine goddessness and allowing spirit to really guide you to what is important. And for you, what is important is the stability and the balance of the family unit, of keeping it together, regardless of whatever it is that you're going through. It can't be, and it will never be that bad to where you say, I'm done. So with the earth magic, we have ground yourself. When you detach from awareness of your body and the physical world, you become ungrounded. Although it's pleasant to float heavenward, your attention and work are needed upon the earth. We're helping you balance the spiritual. We're helping you balance the spiritual and material so that you can enjoy a fulfilling earthly life. I want to say that there's something that you should be talking about. I read that and my throat automatically went, nope. So I have a feeling that you may be a little imbalanced, that you may not be spending as much time grounding as you should. So getting out in nature and releasing any residual or stagnant energy that you may have been holding on to, right? So what I'm saying is that perhaps maybe there are some things that have went on or going on that you absorb, right? All of this that is happening or that has happened, you have been the one that has harbored all of the the responsibility of it, obligations of it. Not saying that you're responsible for it, but the pain, the trauma, the hurt, the deception, whatever it is, you've absorbed that. You've accepted that. Now you are working through that. But it's important that while working through the relationship, that you also heal yourself and release and let some of that go. And with that throat closing up like that, I feel that you, yes, it's great and wonderful that you want to make everything work, but you're not releasing what it is that you've been holding on to and absorbing. You're not having the conversations that need to be had about, I need to release and let this go and offer myself the nurturing compassion and empathy that I'm offering everybody else. So that needs to happen, if you want it to happen, because I'm just the messenger and this is all you. Know that you're divinely guided and loved. Talk soon.